Island.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I'd like to thank all my colleagues for this honor. It's a great honor to speak, to say a few words in tribute to our veterans.
Colleagues have said this year Remembrance Day will not be as others have been. Our most vulnerable citizens are those that we honor the most. In my own community, if we didn't have COVID, I'd be standing by the cenotaph in Sydney with extraordinary Canadians like retired Commander Peter Chance, who will turn 100. I think it's in a couple of days or weeks. We were planning a big celebration. Peter Chance was a war hero of our Canadian Navy, served with distinction throughout the Battle of the Atlantic, and still has a devilish twinkle in his eye and a zest for life as he tells us the stories of the enormous bravery and courage of those with whom he served. Or with my friend, another friend in Sydney, who served and was one of those who liberated the prisoner of war camps in the Netherlands, Charles Chick Goodman, also one who served at the Normandy invasion and came home to live a full life. But more recently, we mustn't forget those veterans of other places of conflict throughout the Second World War, of course, but also in Korea, in Afghanistan, and I think particularly today of the extraordinary courage of Lieutenant Trevor Green, who I think all colleagues will remember the attack on a young Canadian soldier in Kandahar when he had taken off his helmet to show respect toward village leaders in his service for Canada, and was attacked from behind by a young man with an axe. And extraordinarily, miraculously, Trevor Green survived, works every day on physiotherapy to be able to walk again, and has turned his considerable genius and talents as an activist fighting for real action on the climate crisis. Veterans come in all shapes and sizes, and we all owe them every single day our thanks. Remembrance Day gives us in order to honor our veterans and not forget their sacrifice and not forget why they sacrificed. The honorable leader of the official opposition reminded us so beautifully of the Book of Remembrance and of our Peace Tower, which is fully called, he's quite right, the Tower of Victory and Peace. But there were thoughts back in the day when that tower was being completed that it would be called the War Tower. And I think it's significant that Canadians at the time thought, no, this tower that so symbolizes our parliamentary democracy in the center of our parliament, center block, the Peace Tower with its extraordinary carillon bells that still rang out 75 times on the anniversary, the 75th anniversary of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That tower was determined to be called the Peace Tower. And of all the veterans I've mentioned by name this morning, they are all veterans who call for peace. And we all must dedicate ourselves in the memory of all we lost and of the memory of so many of us, my dad, my uncle, they survived the war, but it was a whole generation that served and so many people who were lost, first in the First World War, then the Second World War, and on we commit ourselves to war no more. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. Nous souviendrons d'eux.
We will remember them. Thank you.